January 22nd, 2024. Dear Rosebud, so for the past 6 months, I have tried to lighten my load, but still feel like an anvil is resting on my chest. I had a dream a few years back that describes how I've been feeling for years now. In my dream, I was walking around my mom's land with her. We came to an opening with a beautiful river and a natural bridge going across the water. I remember looking up at the bridge and then we were on top of it. I was uncomfortable being so high up and taken back that we were just teleported there. I looked around for my mom. She ended up being on the other end of the bridge. We locked eyes and then the rocks under me crumbled and I started to fall down into the water below. I tried to reach out, but she was too far away to help. When I reached the water, I sank, but the sinking didn't stop. I was being pulled down into the darkness of the water by some kind of force. I tried to swim to the light above, but the surface of the water was fading away. So I swam harder, just to gain a few feet, then got pulled back down. It was as if no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't break the surface. Panic was sinking in, and all I wanted now was to breathe. I pushed my body harder to break the surface and kicked my feet so I could jump out of the water somehow. After a few attempts, it worked, and I jumped out of the water up to my hips. Then I got pulled right back down. I tried pushing myself up by swimming with my arms and kicking with my feet, but it was not working. So I tried jumping again, and I broke through the water. I quickly learned that jumping out of the water like a fish was how I was going to make my way over to the dry land. The swimming motion was getting me nowhere. After jumping towards the land for about 7 times, I finally hit hard ground. Once I landed, I was gasping for air and looking around to see where my mom was. She wasn't too far off, running towards me lying on the ground. Then I woke up. I actually had a lot of anxiety writing that out. I broke down the stream in the past, but coming back to it 3.5 years later, I see more truth in it. I see where I am currently, which is lying on the ground, gasping for air. And when I had the dream, I was in the water, still jumping out for air. Each jump out of the water represents each year I stayed in my marriage, feeling like I was drowning. Not just drowning, but feeling like the person I married was trying to drown me. He was the force pulling me under. I don't understand why I couldn't swim to the surface, but had to jump to get air. Also, I think seeing the light above the water was me reaching for Christ. I was being pulled away from him and wanted so badly to reach his presence. I longed to be in his light, but felt it was part of my marriage obligations to keep drowning, because until death do us part, right? No, not right. I like this quote. How you love yourself is how you teach others to treat you. How do you show love to yourself? For me, the best thing I've learned recently is how to set boundaries and keep them. Sincerely, Revalee.